A more recent part of the story is that my sister and I frequently talk about how I could make this move happen more quickly. So I'm really trying to get things to a place where I feel comfortable moving, and that means having some money saved and having some income coming in somewhat regularly before I start to move, before I commit to giving up the apartment that I have a little bit of a sense of security in, giving up my hair business, which is not a really fantastic income these days, but it is fairly steady, fairly reliable. I do have that, which I just don't have in a design business yet. One of the things that my sister sent me at some point was a YouTube video made by a woman who is a US citizen living in Spain. And the video was purporting to be about how to find work in Europe as an American immigrant. And what the video mostly talked about is how when she made this move, she had already decided that she really didn't want to be an employee for a company anymore. She wanted to work for herself. And that she also had always wanted to try creating a YouTube channel. And she happened to have a couple years worth of savings while she was trying this new thing. And so she talked about that. And she also talked about how a lot of the people that she had met who were US expats, etc., were doing something similar, creating YouTube channels. And so I thought it was kind of funny that my sister had sent me a video that was supposed to be helpful in giving me information about finding work in Europe. And what it actually did was propose to me that the best way I could support myself in Europe was to start a YouTube channel. And I was like, that is way outside of my comfort zone. That is not something I have ever wanted to do. And I kind of made a joke about it, like, oh, okay, so my only real option is to start a YouTube channel, haha. And then after I sent that message, I sat down and I was thinking, if I were to do something like that, what would I even do? I don't even know what topic I would be making a YouTube channel about. But one of the things I had also been thinking about a lot, because I had been trying to figure out the best way to market my design business, and I sat down and I thought, what would I do? What could I do? How could it be useful, if it could be useful? And what I came up with was familiarity builds trust. So, for example, with my hair business, I'm very aware that part of my success is building relationships with clients. And I'm really good at getting to know new people and building relationships. And I know that that builds loyalty. I know that that wouldn't work if I was not also a skilled hairdresser, but I could be a skilled hairdresser and a horrible person, and I would not have any business, I'm sure. So building familiarity to introduce myself to people and let them feel comfortable with me as a real person, and then hope that if they need the services I'm offering, they will come over to me as clients. And so I thought, well, one of the things that you do with any new person that you meet, and certainly I've done this with clients over the years, is you tell each other the stories of your life experiences. And mine specifically, what a lot of people are surprised by or find remarkable is how many times I've changed careers, and that I just keep trying new things. And apparently this is not average. A lot of people choose a career when they go to university, and they are still in that career when they retire. So I was thinking, okay, this is great. This is a great way for me to explain to people how I ended up in design and what motivates me, and why I started this business, and why I'm doing all of the things that I'm doing. So that's it. I would love to hear about anyone else who has had an unusual career path or has switched without really knowing where they're going yet.